Sorry, I had to. Jeez. Here you go. Richard's dad's here.
Yeah, he's
sorry.
He's our studio audience.
Our first, no, not our first. Our
we have
third
studio audience
member.
Who's been before? I'm just forgetful.
We had John with Wolfert.
Oh, that's right.
And his buddy that was here. Hello, welcome to the Ramblestream.
It's good to have everybody.
It's number 106.
106.
That's a lot of episodes.
106 episodes. Welcome. It's good to have all of y'all here. It's good to be here. This evening we are going to be opening it up a little bit. We don't really have a planned ramble in terms of topic. It's going to be more of a kind of it will be a Q&A. So we're looking forward to answering your questions about Ramblestream, everything you ever wanted to know about Janus.
Everything. Every single little thing.
And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yes.
So
who are you?
My name is Richard Worsham, co-founder and head of design at Janus Motorcycles. I ramble with a 2009 Kawasaki KLR 650 and a 2017 Halcyon 250 in cream and gold. It's not color matched frame.
Nope.
And it has some chips in the paint.
Good.
And it is number 68. And it's very dear to me. And it's about time for a little bit of an overhaul.
How many miles does it have on it?
It's had like 4 different speedometers because we test the new speedometers out on it.
Right.
And so I think it's got we're a little shy of 20,000 miles.
Okay. I feel like you should hang up every single speedometer that goes on that bike and have it as a little art piece in here.
I've got one of them.
Oh, there's one hidden in plain sight just for you guys to see. My name is Jansen. I am sipping on. You didn't say what you're sipping on.
Oh, I didn't say what I was sipping on. This evening, I'm courtesy of Jansen. I'm sipping on. It's not. I keep saying when I say Angel's Envy. It's Heaven's Door.
Which is
actually from Tennessee.
Uh-oh.
And I can knock Tennessee because Jansen's from Kentucky too. Or his family.
Yes. My family's from Kentucky.
But it's very good. It's actually very good bourbon.
It's delicious.
And we have been sipping on.
Yes.
Courtesy of Mad Jack, who in the comment section said that he's got a meeting at 7. Also, he dropped this off last week. Chocolate flavored whiskey. It's chocolate Crown Royal.
And I've had 2 glasses. One on Friday.
Oh, you did have some before. Sorry, I forgot.
2 glasses. I would say like a couple sips. One on Friday and one on today. On Friday, I hated it. Today, it's kind of growing on me.
Yeah. It's like baby sips.
It's a liqueur.
Yes.
It's not like a whiskey or a bourbon or anything like that. That's for sure.
Anyway,
my name is Jansen. I ramble, or soon to be rambling on a Phoenix 450. I don't know what number yet. I should probably talk to Mitch about that. Mitch, if you're here, let's talk. And I'm coming to you live from the Ramblestream studio here in Goshen, Indiana, at Janus's HQ. And I'm also sipping on some Heaven's Door, and oh boy, is it delicious. First comment.
Thank you. First comment, we have Uncle Voodoo. He just says first with a laughing face, I think.
12:34 this afternoon.
What? Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I don't know if we should should we cut it off? Should we say you have to? No, that's not any fun.
No, you got to.
You got to get in early.
I think Uncle Voodoo had a video come out recently.
He did. I just saw that. It was like introducing a friend to his Halcyon. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it either. So Uncle Voodoo, we'll be watching that soon.
It's on my list. Jason's here. What's up, Jason? Got Janus McRider. I will say, Richard, what do you think about being able to read comments on this monitor?
It's a little different placement, so I got to get used to it. But they're massive.
They're huge,
so I can read it really easily.
No more.
I don't have to squint.
Mispronunciations. Except.
Did you just mispronounce mispronunciations? Okay. He says, I always take a third if I can when clearing a room. You have the opportunity to see which side the bad guys are shooting from. All right.
Because he was third. That's great.
Yep.
That's great. Here's Mad Jack. Have a meeting at 7. Catch you later tonight. Mad Jack, we're waiting with anticipation to see you.
Great.
Got Aylesbury here, Richard's here, and here. Got Speed Racer. Hello, hello. Is there anybody there? This is Speed Racer coming to you live from Maryland, Hartford County. Number 1209, house on 250, sipping on ice cold milk and eating raspberry Linzer cookies.
There you go.
What are raspberry Linzer cookies?
I'm not sure.
Speed Racer, you have to tell us what am I even saying that right? Linzer?
Maybe it's a brand.
Maybe it's a brand.
Olaf from the Eastern Shore, of course, from Charles Gahagan, with a whole gaggle of Janus bikes.
You know who I haven't seen in a little bit? Gary Smith.
You're right. I haven't seen Gary on.
Gary, if you're here, tune in. Say hello.
And then Jansen's trying to get his numbers up.
I didn't get the number 1. I got number 3.
Kelly, I talked to Kelly on the phone last week.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly will be back in touch with you shortly. Thanks for the call. Oh wait, he said he slayed the dragon. What?
On his house on 450.
So he went. Did you go down and ride in North Carolina?
That's
Nice.
That's on my bucket list for sure. I want to get down there.
Nice.
What's up, Kelly? I'm glad you're sipping on Orange Crush. We still have a
couple of cans
memento for you chilling on our things shelf here.
Hey,
a lot of noise.
Hey Burton.
Hey Burton.
JM612 H250 with a patent pending snowboard carrier. Is that why you're? Oh no, Burton Mountain. I was gonna say Burton. I was gonna say snowboard.
Snowboards, Burton. Yeah.
Snowboard carrier for Janus in progress. Minnesota snow is coming. So you get the snowboard on it, but what do you do when you go through the snow on your motorcycle? Are you gonna put studs on that thing?
Please.
Speaking of, I just found this down at the other shop. I don't know if
there's no way.
They probably can't see it. But anyway, I was experimenting with a motorcycle tire and ice studs.
It looks super cool.
Oh
yeah, we've got an up close camera guy.
Audience help. He's gonna put it in front of the camera if it'll zoom in. There it is.
Oh man, looky there.
Here we go.
We'll start calling you Vanna. That's super cool. Hey Bert, I would love to thank you. I would love to see some pictures of that if you want to send it to Rambling.
That's a stock Halcyon 450 tire, by the way.
That's cool.
You can put the shortest studs in, and they don't pop your inner tubes.
That's a positive. I would love to see that. So if you want to send pictures to rambling@janusmotorcycles.com, that would be awesome. Let's see. Who else we got? We're going to scroll to the very bottom here.
Who is that off screen, says Kelly. That is my father. He's in for the week. Well, he got in yesterday and will be leaving probably Wednesday. We went to a architecture conference today at Notre Dame, which is where I went to school. My father's also an architect, so we got to go, and it was a celebration of an homage à Léon Crère. It was Leon Crère was a great classical architectural theorist that inspired a lot of people, including myself, to do architecture. So Notre Dame is like 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that's why, if you notice, I'm wearing a nice little collar here. I was all dressed up to go to Notre Dame.
I didn't get the memo, and my feelings were a little hurt, but it's okay.
I dressed down a little bit. Took the tie off.
We've got Charles Selman.
Hey there.
I got
He's
lost.
Coming in from San Francisco with Griffin 250, number 124. Aurelius. Green River wheated bourbon today.
Huh. I'm sure that's
like
good.
A Green River in the terms of like the soda fountain?
Oh, that would be crazy. No, I don't know if that would be good.
No, I don't think that would be good.
But that would be crazy. I would love to try it. Gary Smith.
There he is.
There you are. Hello, Gary. How you doing? We've got, I clicked on the wrong one. E-Fritz here. Hey, y'all. Northern Illinois, house on 450, number 114. E-Fritz, I don't recognize your name. Welcome to the Ramblestream. We're glad you're here.
Nice.
Guy Wolf says, my uncle was Marcel Brewer.
Brewer.
I don't know who.
Famous modernist architect. Okay. There you
go. We got to keep Richard's
Very
dad.
famous.
We got to keep Richard's dad around here.
I didn't know the answer to that one, so there we go. Janus McRider. I'm going to have to just start calling him that. He says, welcome to the stream, Mr. Worsham.
We got Chris Hendrich here, Louisiana 250, number 300, and grass. Okay. Chris, glad you're here. Now, we've got a good stream for you guys today. We're going to be talking about a little bit about the vision over the next few years here at Janus. I think that's pretty loose, but the things that we're excited about, and just an update on Janus as a whole. And then at the end of that, we're going to have a Q&A. But first, it's really important that we get a poem. So I can... Today, we got here so early.
Well, first of all, have we actually? Yeah, we got them on it. Jansen came in this morning.
Yes.
Was it this morning?
I was here this morning.
And mounted our new monitor to the wall. It folds back out of the way. We have extremely bright lights, which I hope you all can tell that we're better lit. We're going to keep experimenting with it because we can do different things with them. Are they like 100% now? Or are they at 75?
They're at 100%, but I've got a fun
party. Are you going to do
I've got a fun party trick if you guys would bear with me here.
Just don't give me epilepsy.
No promises. There are almost too many options with these lights. We kind of balled out a little bit. Let me just pull them up here. They're going to go through.
There you go.
Okay, we can like have a little disco.
A little disco ball.
Janice McRider says, impressed that Jansen prepared before the stream. I'm making strides. I'm making strides.
All right, I think I'm gonna actually
my favorite.
not be able to read the police lights or being arrested. All right,
okay, we're done.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go. I mentioned that I picked up. Sorry, in the microphone. I mentioned that I picked up 2 books of poetry last weekend, and the first one we read out of this guy James Wright that I found at the thrift store, my favorite thrift shop bookstore, and the second one was another book of Richard Lattimore.
I don't want to interrupt the poem. Hey, I'm watching from Germany. Did Janus come to Germany?
We have one that I'm aware of, Halcyon 50.
Wow.
In Austria. So not exact.
Kind of, but
we do not at this time export our motorcycles due to emissions. Well, it's not just emissions, just due to homologation. So all your Euro 14, you're on like Euro 6 now, I think. Euro compliance laws, which are they are more stringent than in the U.S. Yeah. I think the emissions are not. They're different, but there are a lot of they have like ABS. You have to have ABS brakes to sell in the EU. So we don't do that yet. Some people have managed to import their own bike. So there's your answer. Thanks for viewing though and joining us from.
I think this is
Germany.
the first time viewer commented from Germany, so that's really
that
cool.
I remember. Okay. Anyway, this is another book of poetry from Richard Lattimore, who I'm familiar with from translation, not from poetry, but he was also a poet in his own right, and I've really enjoyed his work. And this is another book that I picked up, and I thought this was very apropos for rambling. This poem is called X US 40. The town sits forsaken up on the hill. Once the post road went through. The shell of a Greyhound station is still there. 3 houses are new, but empty lots fester with trash. The church is overgrown, and the bandstand rotted away. 7 ladies are sitting on the porch, drinking iced tea in the heat of the late day, and not minding it. The new road far below hums with contemporary cars along its stylish curves, and does not know its past in the fragments of old scars branching off. Let the old growth sicken on its hill. But somewhere, in our forgotten corners, see the comfortable ladies sitting still on the porch, drinking their cold tea.
That one was I was able to picture exactly what he was talking about.
Clear imagery.
Yeah, that was really good.
It's kind of like the movie Cars.
Yeah.
Which is about like Route 66, really. Right. Radiator Springs.
You got to stay at the Cozy Cone, dude. Thank you for that poem, Richard. Gosh, I feel like I say it every week.
You do.
That was my favorite one.
Okay, great. I've got a really a mountain to keep climbing.
I'm not keeping track, mind you, but I really liked that one. That's a great recommendation.
Chris Henrik says, sounds like my town.
Where do
you live, Chris?
I don't know if that's, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but I'm kind of curious. Now, I know that there's a fan favorite segment that usually kind of happens like right now, but we did some stewing, some idea generating, if you will. And we thought that it would be really, really fun to build an inventory bike with you all. So you guys get to choose kind of what we do with this bike. And this inventory bike will go into production. It will get made. We don't know exactly when in the timeline, but
so don't come up with some dumb colors. Come on.
I mean,
because we're going to be able to see them because we got a really nice monitor.
Yeah, we got a really nice monitor that we know exactly what the colors are. There's no fooling us, and there are words on the screen that tell us what colors what.
No, but the idea is that we will work this into our inventory. So an inventory bike is when right now we are so busy building. We've had parts delays and we're backlogged of just building customer bikes. So we really can't take any breaks to make inventory bikes. But an inventory bike is if we have the time, we are able to build a motorcycle that's like a spec bike. It doesn't. We pick the colors, or usually Mitch picks the colors based on the demand that he sees from customers or what he thinks is going to sell, and then we just put it up on the website. Yeah. And the benefit of that is that, the negative is that you can't pick the colors and make your motorcycle exactly the way you want it. Right. The benefit is you don't have to wait.
Exactly. You can get it,
or it will be built very quickly. Yeah. So we're gonna build a inventory motorcycle on the configurator. And what do we get? It looks like we're doing a Halcyon 250.
I just chose that.
Okay, I think that's good.
But we can do something else. I guess we should let the people let the people decide. So if you what kind of model do you guys want? We can do 450s. We can do anything your heart desires.
Rev Free Moto says his was an inventory bike. He thinks.
Really? Huh. We can't do Phoenix 450s anymore. Confetti Yank. Sorry, not sorry.
Phoenix 250.
We can't do Phoenix 250s anymore.
And we don't have a configurator yet for the 450, so you're out of luck on that.
Oh, okay. Mark Carmichael, the lucky winner. And Racing the Sun, the Felix brothers. You guys...
so you're saying that they win because they agree with you?
First ones. They're first ones. Okay. You know? And some of the only ones on the screen. Okay, so we'll do a Halcyon 250.
Oh, we got three votes for Halcyon 250.
There's some unanimous.
That's fair.
Unanimous decision making here. Okay, now what color? I'm gonna guess.
We get to.
I'm gonna guess.
To guess the first vote.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard because people are gonna put it in the chat. Well, hold on. Let me mute and then guess. Okay. We made our guesses.
And we got green. Wait, we got a lot of votes.
We got a lot of colors. We should do a poll next time. Cardinal red, blue, maize, black and gold, green. Throw some pink in there. Black. No repeat colors yet. GMC Iridium with mellow flake. I don't know know what that
Fathoms is. I've seen that handle before. Chiming in with some crazy.
That's
colors.
A crazy. Can you
cream? That's a good one. Carburetor crazies.
Do you do frame colors? Yeah, we can frame match if we really wanted to get crazy, Chris. BRG with cream pen.
IRG.
I thought that was a typo. Color shift purple and teal. Let me.
This is the problem with opening.
Let me just say, it has to be a color we offer on our configurator.
Right there on that configurator.
On the configurator. If you guys give us a call, we can do any color you want for the most part. But on the configurator, you can only do a certain amount of colors. Indy Racing Green, that's one. I haven't seen any repeats. These have all been...
Well, you could count green
all black and gold.
Green is Indy Green.
Yeah. We got black and gold and black.
Okay.
We can do... Richard, gosh dang it. Richard said Indy Racing Green, and I think that's what we're gonna do because there was a couple greens in there before anything else.
Indy Green.
That's not all right. That's it. Richard wins. Gosh dang it. Maybe
I don't think we want to do the guessing on this.
No, it adds another layer. Well, it's fun because it's already there. The Indy Racing green.
Oh, it's already on there.
It's already on there. Now the pinstripe color.
So if you haven't visited the configurator, you can actually save these and send them to yourself as well. You can just do it as many times as you want, any kind of configuration. And that little plus sign down at the bottom lets you zoom in. You want to hit that, Jansen? Yep. It lets you zoom in on the tank. So if you wanted to pick different pinstripe colors or you wanted to do with different tank logos, you can check it out in a little more detail there.
Yeah. So that leads us to our next option here. What are we feeling for our pinstripe?
Personally, I'm not a big fan of gold with green. Now, it's a little bit better with Indy green.
Yeah.
What are our options? Do we actually have? So you can do so many more pinstripe colors. And by the way, is it $200 for a custom color?
Yes.
Yes, $200 extra for a custom color. But anyway, you can. It's a lot easier for Kelly to do a wide variety of really unique
pinstripe colors.
And basically, when you get one, it's completely unique because she hand mixes it.
So cool.
But let's go with.
What are we feeling? I've never seen.
Oh, you've seen it.
Have I?
The Duluth, the Rambler bike was cream.
Was it cream and BGR?
Yeah, we've done. That's that's probably one of my favorites. You can do black.
Let's do cream first pinstripe, black second.
Remember that one that we just did last week, or was it we had blue on Indy green?
Oh yeah.
That one doesn't really show up though. I would say if you're doing single, it's hard to see.
Do we want to do single or do we want to do double? That's the question. Let's see what the chat says. Light red is pink. Second that. Bright red. Light red. Cream.
We're getting a lot of red.
A lot of reds.
Reds.
Double.
Copper. I think. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Well, let's do one red.
One red. No double. One red. No double. I feel like you have to do.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
That's a Christmas.
I really do.
That's a Christmas bike. I feel like we got to just bring it home. If we're going,
try the vintage red with the red.
Okay.
See what happens.
As a second pinstripe?
Yeah, just see what happens. I don't know. It could be a terrible idea.
I was on wheel. That's the fun thing about the configurator is like you don't have to make any commitments. Is that?
Oh, right next to it.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't mind it.
It's not great. What about silver?
Yeah, I was kind of feeling that too.
It takes the Christmas to the next level.
This is a Christmas. This is a Christmas motorcycle.
All right, okay, moving on.
Okay, we like that. We sold. We sold.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they picked red.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like we got to frame match it. Yes.
I mean,
look.
Oh, that's good. There's a benefit to frame matching. There's a beautiful maze bike in the back of the shop right now that's frame matched. Yeah. That yellow maze, and it looks really good. But sometimes I like the complexity, the black frame. It adds a little more interest to the motorcycle.
Fair. Oh, we're getting old school saying red. Josiah,
double red. Okay, I mean, I think
Josiah,
we're following. That's nice with silver. See, people like it.
Josiah's not sold on the red. Hi, Josiah.
Well, Josiah, I mean, the people have spoken.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do no frame match. You guys are going to have to bear with us here. This is our first time doing it.
By the way, how's it going, Josiah?
Hi, Josiah. Okay. Now, I feel like we have to.
For those of you who don't know Josiah Simpson, used to do our marketing. He did a lot of things at Janus Motorcycles. And it's always good to see him. I think he still contributes on a regular level.
Does he?
Different things.
Yeah. Is he in North Carolina?
Asheville.
I like the silver. With the silver pin.
Let's do it.
I think that.
Okay. Fenders.
Ducktail?
Sure.
Or we can go skirted. Skirted would be crazy, but I think I gotta unclick.
You have to unclick it. I see. That does look nice. Actually, the green and the red and silver looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. Okay. What do we think about leather here?
This is an interesting one. You could kind of go either way. I don't think you'd want to go red.
Blood ox bag, seat, etc., and grips. Old school said.
All right, try it out and see. This is the nice thing about the configurator is you can try it and you actually really this configurator is, I don't know how we sold motorcycles with different colors before we had it, because it was very difficult to see, but it does really give you, I mean, it depends on the quality of your monitor,
right?
What the color looks like, but it does give you a pretty accurate idea.
Yeah,
it's a really helpful tool.
Big time.
So that's not bad. That looks good. Try with black.
Try with black.
That would be my choice. But
man,
I mean, the red's nice. We could go with red. We got to vote for the red.
I don't like the saddle brown.
I don't like the brown.
I don't like the saddle brown. Not with the red pinstripe. I think the
red
looks sharp. I think the red looks really sharp.
Try it out. All right. You want to go with polished or brushed?
I think brushed.
I always like brushed. It's really easy to clean up.
Yeah. Fishtail, of course.
Got to go with the fishtail.
You gotta.
And just for those who are asking, the fishtail looks good and it sounds really good.
It adds a burble that Richard really likes.
Mm-hmm.
Handlebar choice. Let's see. I like black here.
I like black. See what the comments say. See if we got any new ones on there.
Oxblood. Candy cane engraving on the cap.
Candy cane?
Arlsberg, you can't.
We did have more votes for Oxblood.
There was a lot of people that wanted Oxblood. Cool. I mean, I kind of like it as is. Maybe add some Oxblood saddlebags.
Well, there's some, yeah.
Or do we want to kind of keep exploring through our options here?
I think this is just a good example to kind of show people if you haven't. I mean, I know a lot of y'all know the configurator, but
yeah,
you can do highway bars. I actually do like the highway bars. They really do protect the engine. You don't have to.
Let's go highway bars.
Don't do the California kit unless you live in that place.
Bar and weights. I feel like we should do those.
Yep, those are always nice.
Now we gotta get the sergeant
seat. Does it look? You can't see the difference.
You can't see the difference.
So that is one thing on the configurator you can't tell. But the wide line feels and looks good.
Yeah, and literally, if you gotta. Get the tie downs.
Just get the tie downs.
You
will thank yourself later.
Right now it's $17.50. You just gotta get the tie downs.
Yep.
Some saddlebags.
Wow. So, yep. That looks nice.
Okay, I didn't like the Christmas bike at first. Actually, should add the second mirror. Polish bars, skirt it.
Ducktail fenders. I think the black leather would look good. Well, you've been outvoted. Sorry, I went with black too. We've been outvoted.
Enzo Cooley, hello. How are you? Glad you're tuning in. We are building an inventory bike right now. I think Duck. Yeah, we already got that. You think we should add the second mirror?
Sure.
Chris just got his sergeant seat.
I haven't put it on yet. Well, you'll like it. It is one of the most comfortable seats that I've ridden with, and that's including like modern bikes. Yeah, it's really nice.
We get lucky and we get to like sit on bikes side by side.
Also, like ride them for 300 miles in a day.
Well, yeah, that too. I will say the sergeant seat is very, very comfortable.
I reserve my opinion on motorcycle seats until you've put 100 or more miles on it in one sitting, and then that's when you know. Because one of the things about seating is that the seat that's really comfortable when you first sit on it is not the same seat that's comfortable when you've sat on it for 100 miles.
That's fair.
It's usually the seat that's really soft is not good. You want a seat that's actually firmer.
Interesting.
Because it actually supports you better over long distance.
Yeah.
Your sit bones. That's what the long distance riders call them.
That's what they call it. Your sit bones.
You want it to support your sit bones.
Man, I don't think I've put, and maybe we should change this. I don't think I've put not even anywhere close to 100 miles on a Halcyon.
How far is it to Indy? Sitting. Didn't you ride to Indy?
I rode my XSR 900 to Indy.
Oh, not a Halcyon. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I second the tool bag, a book rack. That's the second book rack that I've seen. Wow, green with red really looks good. Puck says
it does look good. I would not have. This is where the benefit of the configurator.
Yeah, so it's great.
If you haven't already, folks, get on the configurator. I used to do this. I remember when I used to get on the early internet. And there was this car brand called TVR that I was fascinated with. And they had this configurator, and I would spend in this like dial-up internet. And it would take forever to load. But build out different color TVRs. And you can still go and look at the it's fun to go to like Morgan, the car company's website, and they have it's kind of like this. It's a little slicker, but
you just get to play.
You get to play around. It's really neat.
I'm looking for
Although Morgan, you can add bullet holes stickers. Come on. That's really cheesy.
Have I gone by or scrolled by the highway bar bag already? I feel like
I don't see it on there.
it
It should be under leather.
I just saw it not too long ago.
Leather storage and
Housing
seating.
lowered seat, wireline seat, sergeant seat, tie downs, saddlebag set,
Roll top.
It's because I was looking for tool bag, not roll top.
There it is. Oh,
Man.
it's pretty loaded right now. And why don't you just throw a headlight visor on there, and then we can end this.
Call it good.
And it'll be like, what are we pushing $11,000?
Headlight visor.
Oh, we're only at 8. Wow.
Yeah,
this
because
is a deal.
Because of the deal,
This is a
half
deal.
off.
Oh, it's
options.
half off of options and upgrades.
It's half.
Wow, folks.
This is literally like a great example. This would be a 10,000
Yeah,
more than that.
It would be.
It would be over $10,000.
That was not I wasn't setting you up there.
It felt like I said, and I feel like we hit it right out of the park.
All right. Got a headlight visor. What a beautiful bike. You put a book rack on there too?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. Gary
Right.
Gary asked for a book rack,
I don't think there's anything else to add.
so we can
All right.
hit save
Yep, you can hit save.
and then fill out all this information.
Can you just email that to me?
I'll just email it to you.
Okay. Later.
Later. We'll do it later.
Right.
Hey Bert says I'll buy a $5 raffle ticket for that bike. That could be cool.
We've been throwing around ideas like that.
We have.
Actually.
I think there's some legality.
Well, there's ways that you could not buy anything
Yeah.
and be entered.
Yeah.
Like if you shared one of our posts or something like that.
That's
We've been
fair.
poking. Actually, we literally were talking about that this morning.
That would be cool.
And if we reached a certain metric of new followers, we would then enter everyone who had participated in a raffle for a new motorcycle.
Or every motorcycle. I mean, if we really want to send it, everything you buy. We can talk about this later.
Well, that's Q&A. Ask us.
This is pre-ramble activity. If you guys want to become a member and join the pre-ramble, which is like the first 30 minutes before the stream where we just kind of talk and hang out, then you can go ahead and hit the join button. I think it's like $5.99 per month to get access to the pre-ramble, which is 30 to 45 minutes of extra stream time.
Unscripted.
You get unscripted. Last one was rough.
Not that this is scripted.
You get access to the videos a week early, and then you also get members only shorts. So it's a fun little thing that we're doing.
Yep.
You don't have to, but any money that you guys put toward that goes to the Ramble stream itself in our setup. So
new
disco lights,
disco balls.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
What do we got next? Oh, the thing. I'm on the hook for the thing.
Yes. So I was at this conference today, and I texted Jansen at about what?
It's like
4 o'clock.
4:30.
4:30. You got a thing?
I always got things. I got things locked and loaded.
Great.
Contrary to popular belief, Janus McRider. Thank you.
I was actually using my bag that I featured as my thing many episodes ago. Yeah, today.
It's okay. I'll just tell you what my thing is. It's right here.
So Jansen's got a bag.
It's all unzipped because I use it really every day. So this is called the Peak Designs Everyday Zip.
Is that actually called the Everyday Zip?
The Everyday Zip, because they have an everyday. I think it's like a roll. The top rolls down.
Yeah, like a Janus bag.
Yeah, kind of. So it's different. But I like the zip because this is water resistant. And well, I guess the roll is.
It reminds me of one of those You never seen those motorcycle bags where they're actually aerodynamic?
Yeah. They kind of have a harder shell.
Yeah, hard shell.
I liked this because it was more structured, but it wasn't hard.
Mm-hmm.
So this is technically a camera bag. So you've got access. It's called a zip because you can sling it down one arm, and they've got zippers on the bottom here, and you can open up the zippers.
This is a photographer's bag.
Kind of, but I use
neat.
it as like an everyday bag.
It's padded.
It's padded on the inside. It's Velcroed on the inside. You can use these little dividers to get different orientations inside the bag itself. And the two walls are Velcroed, so these can go wherever the heck you want. And there's tons of like little nooks and crannies and things that you can hold all of your good things.
How long have you had
with
it for?
I've had this for almost 2 years now. So the wear is good. I finally was able to take this to the airport the other day, and I don't think I realized how much I liked the little slide
What goes in there?
where you can put it on your carry-on bag. So you don't have to have it on your back the whole time. And you don't have to worry about it falling off. So
what makes you, tell us about why this is it not just a product, but a thing.
So I've used a lot of different bags in the past. And every single one of them has felt like they're just kind of doing the bare minimum without any thought toward the end user. So this bag feels like it has everything that I would need in any possible scenario for the bag. You can also lock those together if you want. It's a thing because if this breaks, if any other backpack, I would literally I would toss it and get a new one. But if this breaks, I'm gonna either try to fix it myself or I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna be like, hey, you guys need to fix my bag. Because this bag has been everywhere with me over the last 2 years. So I've got so many memories kind of plugged into this backpack. And I don't think I'll ever get rid of it for as long as it
lives.
is.
An interesting thing about a thing is that something it's you're worth repairing.
Yeah.
And even if you could, you just putting a repair on it is something that makes it. I remember I had I think speaking of repairs, when I was in undergrad, I did this very long hike, which is a pilgrimage, the Camino de Santiago, across Spain.
Okay.
And we backpacked the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 800 kilometers,
a
little over 500 miles. And I found this piece of fabric on the road. It was this like weird purple, like really strong piece of fabric. And we ended up, I forgot what I used to call it. I think I called it like magic cloth or something like that. I ended up repairing my pants.
No way.
My buddy's backpack.
With this piece of cloth.
The same piece of cloth. I repaired he had a like cheap internal frame backpack. And the internal frame poked out the bottom of it. And we just sewed it up with purple cloth.
That's really cool.
And my pant and like several other things. And it was just like, we just kept on going.
That's really cool.
And so then the piece of cloth was kind of like sacred. The purple repair cloth.
Purple cloth. I think I'm talking to the wrong audience here, but there's a SpongeBob episode called The Magic Conch, where it's this conch with a drawstring, and every time you pull the drawstring, it like says something like a magic 8-ball. And they do everything that the magic conch tells them to do. That's what it's giving that energy. Something, take it easy, Jansen. Sounds like you'd get really emotional and fall on the floor throwing a fit. I don't know what that means. What do you mean, Kelly? I don't know what that means. I like this bag, okay? I think something else that makes this a thing, and I don't know, you may have talked about this already, but its ability to wear. Like its ability to take hits and damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like this bottom part, like they've thought, like the bottom of your backpack takes like more kind of abrasion than the rest.
The reason I got my
different material.
My bag was that my Janus bag, which was a really bad prototype of the bag, I literally wore a hole through the bottom of it. And the bottom of a bag is actually, because you throw it on the floor and you scrape it across things. Right. You really have to think about that. And I literally things were falling out the bottom of the bag, so that's why.
It completely defeats the purpose of a bag. Right. It's supposed to hold things.
We got it. Somebody was talking about Peak Design have a good tripod and tripods and backpacks.
Yeah,
they're really photographers.
Yeah, they've got a really cool.
So sometimes, like my bag that I talk about, it's a specialist bag.
Yeah,
it's like it's not made just to be a backpack. Yours is obviously so. Sometimes things are more specialized. They're not just universal. Sometimes they're more universal.
Right. I just saw Confidence. Things Jansen hypes up about is his backpack and his Crocs. I don't want to talk about my Crocs. I'm not wearing them. Okay.
Look at that. Got some.
I've got my other beaters on.
Nice.
So that's my thing. I love this thing. It has.
We're doing so good on time.
Yeah, it is
great.
We kind of cruised through. It's great. It has served me well. The pads are so comfortable. I took this to Indy.
Look at this extendable size.
Yeah. You can fit huge water bottles in there. You're doing this on purpose. I love this bag. Whoa, Jansen's not wearing his Crocs. Are you okay? Yes, I'm doing swimming. Doing very
Swimmingly.
Well. Swimmingly. Now, what you guys have all been waiting for.
Have they, though?
No, I don't think anybody's been waiting for it. What we've been teasing. First off, before we get into it, do you want to talk about the the WeFunder real quick?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Just briefly.
So real quickly, we are, I think I'm trying to remember where we left off on where we updated you all, but I'll just tell you where we are right now. We are all our reviewed financials, all the SEC stuff that we need to file in order to do a large scale crowdfunding campaign have been submitted to WeFunder. There are some additional questions that we're going through, the legal documents. It's a lot bigger deal than we've, in the past we did a Kickstarter campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We raised, I think it was about $30-something thousand on that, which was massive.
Awesome.
It was huge. It launched the 250 line. But this is a much bigger project we're doing, and we've raised at this point just shy of $325,000 in commitments.
Good grief.
But that is for anyone who's interested in investing. It can be a very small amount, $100. I think you can even do less.
Can you?
We've had some people do $25,000. It's I believe at this point we're at 102 individual investors.
Wow, cool.
And you get to literally invest in Janus motorcycles to help us scale up. The platform is called WeFunder. So literally we and Funder. Look up Paragon Motorcycles WeFunder campaign. Paragon is our legal business name, and you can see it. You can invest, and we're really excited about it because it's going to be a big way for us to grow. We'll dig into it a little bit, but I'll just say one of the big challenges that we've faced over the years is a small motorcycle company or small manufacturing company trying to scale up. Trying to build more motorcycles is extremely difficult. There's so much. It's very capital intensive. So this is a key piece of that that'll help us do that.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it. We're I think we're 3 to 4 weeks out from being able to start actually like hitting play on the campaign, which means that we will also be able to start using those funds. So we actually can start using those funds before we hit our goal. We have to reach certain milestones. It's all controlled by the SEC. So we're filing Form C with the SEC. Doesn't mean we're not going public. We're not having an IPO, not on the stock market or the Wall Street.
The NASDAQ.
Yeah, exactly. But we're kind of in like many tiers down from that process, but it's all overseen, and we're really excited about it. So that's the update.
Yes.
If you want to learn more about it or participate, WeFunder, and then look under Paragon Motorcycles, which is our legal incorporation entity.
I think in the title, this might be too much information, but in the title it does say DBA Janus Motorcycles. Right. So I haven't done any testing, but I'm pretty sure you can just look up Janus Motorcycles and it should pop up. Now, do we want to open with a question, or do we want to set the trajectory first?
Let's set the trajectory.
Okay. So the title of this Ramblestream is The Future of Janus and What's Coming. And this is a Jansen field question, really. And I'm curious to hear what Richard has to say about this. But I'm just curious about like what the next 5 years at Janus looks like. What are you excited about? What are some cool projects that we're working on, or are there any cool projects that we're working on? And like, what's the overall goal for Janus over the next couple of years here?
Well, I think most of you all, regular Ramble streamers, but I think that there are obviously lots of people that don't dial in every week, are familiar with the fact that we're launching a new product in the coming months and year. It's the big brother of the only 250 that we haven't made a big brother of yet, the Phoenix 450. We're hard at work, basically developing the scope, so the full features and specs of that motorcycle. Yeah, and then of course the timeline. Right. Part of that is also what it costs. And so we are very excited to be sharing more about that timeline. We have a new, well, he's not brand new. We have almost reaching a year here very soon. Scott Ferguson, our global supply chain director, who has just an incredible history in motorcycle. He worked under Eric Buell for many, many years. Triakin, Livewire.
A motorcycle whiz.
He is, but he's also a supply chain whiz. Yeah. And he knows he's participated in a lot of development of new models, especially at Buell. So he's been teaching us a lot about the ways that other people do it, which, we do things the way we do them
Right.
with almost no prior experience. So we have our own way of doing things, but
Right.
we look forward to being able to improve on some of the delays we've experienced with a lot of our previous product launches, especially the Griffin 450. I know a lot of you all on the stream have firsthand knowledge of that. So we're working with kind of industry standard kind of practices with how we launch that product, so that we understand all the steps, and then we can kind of budget that in. So anyway, that's a new product that's coming up. But longer term, the goal with Janus is to be able, I kind of alluded to this already, to be able to scale up our production. When you're a small manufacturer, it's very, very difficult to buy products, to find stable suppliers, to order in the kind of quantity that most suppliers actually demand.
Right.
And to weather storms. So what I mean by that is that bigger manufacturers can put aside a war chest, a rainy day fund.
Right.
So if they experience a downturn, economic downturn, which we've gone through many times now, if the government shuts down, if there's a change in rates, if there's political uncertainty, if there's a tariff change, you all are very attuned to that. We found out.
Right.
Our customers know exactly what's going on, and they will stop buying things during those times. So being able to be prepared for that, and just it helps you even out the ups and downs.
Right.
So those are things that we're really looking forward to doing, and we're excited about the WeFunder campaign being a big part of that. I think that there will be more things that we do to be able to help scale up.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the kind of like the catalyst to allow us to, it's been a battle over the last couple of years to figure out what it takes to get us, because we can build right now, the most we've built in the last 3 months is 10 bikes a week. We want to be at 15.
Yeah.
And 15 is pushing the limits of really what it's pretty much, it might be bordering on impossible in this building.
I know how fast our little holding area fills up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Can we talk about, I don't see why we couldn't, and I might be getting in trouble here, but like
you've already opened up
the next step for the building as a whole.
Well, yeah, absolutely. This building means so much to everybody here at the shop. And
it's a lot of history.
Literally all of our history. You've never been in a different building.
Talk about a thing.
And we haven't been in the whole building, but we've been in parts of it, and we kind of expanded out. And I think I'm on record saying, I'll never do this in a different place, or some kind of very unwise thing to say like that.
I say stuff like that all the time. It's great.
For a while, I lived in an old farm in the city, and we drove across this. It was actually technically an island over the old industrial canal here in Goshen, and drove by this old factory building. And I many times said to my wife, if Janus were ever to move, that building right there would be the perfect spot. And
that would be it.
That's where we manufacture all of our chassis.
That's where we already are.
We're already in there. Our goal is to be able to grow into that building.
Yeah. Josiah says, you guys have come a long way from building bikes on the flat stands.
That's true. Josiah remembers. He remembers being up on the loft with me.
I've been told I was never in the loft.
Party upstairs.
I've been
business
told
downstairs.
It was super, super hot up there.
Well, the funniest part of it was that it was like it split the difference in the height of the building, but both the top and the bottom was too short for me to stand up. So I was always like this.
Just everywhere you were, just kind of hunched over.
All right. So let's go make sure we get all these questions.
Yeah,
This is great.
How about a Janus sidecar?
We have experimented with that in the past. We actually have our coffee table in the front of the shop is a sidecar we built. What the problem we've run into is that it adds weight, and on a lightweight motorcycle, sidecars are a little bit more interesting, let's just say, and the added weight that you need to make it really stable it exceeds what we're allowed by the EPA.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth it for us right now to mess. When it comes to the EPA, I say Yes, sir.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Here's your money.
Yeah, please.
And we'll sell these in California.
Yes, please. Thank you.
And we have a very good track record with them.
Good. Referee asks, will the investments actually count towards purchasing stock in Janus?
Yes, they will count towards stock in Janus. Now, the way that it functions is it's all the WeFunder investment is through a single entity. So it's very simple on our capital chart, our cap table. But you all get, the equivalent. It is a form of actual shares in the Janus motorcycle.
Yeah. Confaniac asks, are there any stretch goals for the WeFundy?
The WeFundy? Right now we're going for $1 million. That's our goal. However, we are technically able to, I think we cannot exceed 1.25. So we'll see how it goes.
Right on the dime is what we need. 1.25, just an easy, cool 1.25
We'll see how it goes. Our goal though is 1 million.
Yeah.
A nice round number.
Alsberg asks, one question before. Just because you guys add property doesn't mean you have to abandon the HQ. It's a great spot to be in. What are your thoughts on that?
It is a nice spot to be in. The interesting thing about different locations is we used to have one, it was like a 30-second walk.
Yeah, maybe a minute.
We called it the.
It's literally just.
What do we call it? The
I can't
the
remember.
Janx.
The Janx.
The Janus Annex. The Janx. And it is amazing how difficult it is to run a business in 2 locations.
Yeah.
I don't know how some of these places with multiple offices in different cities do it. Obviously very good, well organized.
Right.
But the amount of confusion that arises from different locations. I'm actually, I think if we do, I want everyone under one roof. I want a team working together, being in the same spot, because it just eliminates the potential for misunderstandings and just confusion.
It not only does it get rid of communication error potential, right? It creates this buzz. I've noticed that when everyone is in the same place at the same time,
you're not different teams. You get different teams.
Right.
I mean, that's not a good thing.
There's this idea of siloing within teams as a whole, and I feel like this is a different topic altogether that we can get into in the pre-ramble, but the work from home movement, this is me. I was born in 96. The work from home movement is detrimental to America.
Thank you.
I'll just say that.
I completely agree. It's also detrimental to your marriage.
To your marriage, your mental health. It is detrimental to a lot of things because you miss out on the community that is your third place or your second place, right? To be able to go somewhere and interact with
as
people.
Someone who employs multiple people, I believe that, but it's sometimes a hard argument.
You're jaded, Richard. You don't know what it's like being at the top.
Yeah,
not us.
The bottom.
Not us plebes in the bottom.
Right. Any more good questions?
Jansen is being a meanie to me, reminding us how young he is. I don't know if that's mean. How much does the EPA hold Janus back?
How much does it hold us back? Well, let's just take the 250 for example. You can see what Devin's done with a Motocult and the bike. You really have to make some pretty major changes to that bike to get more horsepower out of it. Mm-hmm. You need to do a cam.
Oh, hold on.
There we go.
Charles.
All right. Hey, Charles.
Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome to the Ramblers.
Charles was at the Owners Rally this year.
Yeah.
I had a blast talking to him.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool story with the second Griffin they bought. Really cool dude.
Charles, welcome to the Rambler membership. So glad you're here. We'll see you next week in the pre-ramble.
Nice. What was I talking about?
You were talking. Sorry,
EPA.
Talking about EPA.
So basically, in order to improve the performance of the 250, you got to do carb, cam, exhaust. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you can do one of those, and you can get a little bit of a performance increase.
Right.
But basically, the point I always make to people is the catalyst. It barely restricts the emissions, and we tune for stoichiometric, which means the stoichiometric ratio is 14.7 to 1, which is the optimal. If you mix air and gasoline, if you mix them at that ratio, you get the best combustion. That's how we engineer our carbureted bike to burn at that ratio. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't get more power. Like NASCAR, I think if I remember right, it tunes for like 11 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So they just flood it.
Right. As
But
much
you're
fuel
actually,
as
it's
possible.
not an efficient burn.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe you could get a little bit better combustion if you richened it up.
Right.
But if you read online about complaints about our bikes, not, like the EPA, we do not lean at our bikes to meet EPA.
Right.
Now, the one place that you'll see a result is cold starts. They're lean on a cold start, and that is because of the EPA. So that is the one place where you're really going to see an effect.
Yeah.
And on the fuel injected bike, it auto enriches. You don't have to worry about it.
Right.
But I mean, when they run, we do not cheat like some brands have done in the past, where they just lean it out, and then they expect that you're going to richen it up again.
Right.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. The Halcyons the 250s have a break-in period where you say it turns into a completely different bike. What is that? How many miles is that again?
I mean, you'll notice a difference within 300 miles.
Yeah.
I was still noticing improvements in power at 1,500 miles.
Wow.
On 68. So, but I would say you're going to notice the bike loosening up for 2,000 to 3,000 miles.
Wow.
And what I mean by that is it'll start easier. It'll idle lower. Like 68 is hilarious because the idle speed, you can like crank it way down and just bump, 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 which to me is a sign of a really good running motor.
Yeah, that's
you can turn
great.
the idle down.
Yeah. This isn't necessarily a question, but Denise says, got a Janus QR code from Danielle to put on my Halcyon on display at the Crawford Auto and Aviation Museum.
I heard about that.
That's really cool.
Nice.
That's a great place to be.
Any other good questions? We're getting close to the hour.
We are getting close to the time. There's some talk about panheads. What are your thoughts about engine manufacturing? Like what would it take?
Panhead is a Harley Davidson motor. It's not an engine variety.
Right. I know there was. I can't find it.
Flathead? That's an engine type.
Well, Kelly said. I think he said panhead.
Would you prefer flathead or knucklehead?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's my bad.
Well, so those are two different terms. A flathead and a knucklehead are not. You're mixing metaphors.
You're gonna have to educate me on this because I
a flathead is a kind of 4-stroke design for an engine. It's a very simple way of running an engine, and it's just a very simple engine. I'm not going to dig into it too much, but a knucklehead is a certain kind of Harley Davidson engine.
Okay.
So you had, oh my goodness. I'm going to get them in order. You got, I guess you did have the early flatheads, which were, and then you had the knuckleheads, but those were all overhead valve.
Okay.
Where were they? Okay, now I'm getting, and then you had shovel heads.
Okay.
And then you had the Evo.
So flathead is,
and then you had the Revolution.
A big umbrella.
A flathead is like your old Ford V8s were flathead motors.
Whereas,
so my father's saying he had a flat 6 in his house, but the difference there is that a flat 6 is it's like a V. You have a V.
Right.
I know. Flat 6 is when they're all.
Porsches have a flat.
But
6.
A flat head is the way that the valves work.
Okay.
So they don't have the same kind of valve
mechanism.
Mechanism.
Okay, that makes sense.
But anyway, if I'm gonna choose an answer. If I was gonna pick a Harley motor, I would go with a knucklehead because they look good. They look really good. Have you ever seen a knucklehead? They're called a knucklehead because they look like.
I'm sure I've seen. Oh, I have. When we were looking at,
so beautiful. They're beautiful motors.
One of the first Ramble streams that I was a part of, it was looking at all the pictures of the choppers at that motorcycle show. I can't remember
the big
which
old
one
bolts on the side.
Yeah, and I remember seeing that and being like, "Oh my gosh, I think I love choppers."
The other one the one that I like the least is a panhead, but I've heard really good things about them, like as an engine. But I just don't like the way they have pans on the top of them.
See, Knuckles feels better.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. What about?
All right, let's more questions.
Alsberg asks a question. Let me see if I can find it. About will Janus ever make an engine?
Oh my word! I mean, that would be a dream to be able to make our own engine. But my answer to people whenever they ask that question, or they go, "Why don't you make a motor?" is you have problems with engines because of where they're made.
Mm-hmm.
You do not want a new company developing an engine in like less than a decade because the reliability is not going to be there just by, I mean, it just takes time.
You have to be able to put this thing
you don't
out in
have
the wild.
the parts availability. That's the biggest thing is if we're making we've made 2,000 bikes, let's say total.
That's not,
there's not going to be any parts availability for that.
No.
So the ultimate beauty of the 250, let's just say the 250, for example, is that it's one of the most common engines. Our 250 is one of the most common engines ever built.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if they stop making that motor. You will never not be able to buy parts for that engine.
Right.
Ever.
What?
There are millions of them.
Janus goes into the tube 50 years from then. That's a great
No, really.
You'll
be
be able to
still
find
be able to
parts
find parts
for
for that
engine.
motor.
Right.
So like there's nothing bad. Like first of all, it's bulletproof. You can't hurt it. And if you're interested in a 14 horsepower engine, and then the second thing is parts availability. Like you want me to develop a one-off engine that's completely unique that you'll never be able to find parts for, that's probably not as reliable.
You can't hurt it.
Yeah, you can't hurt it. You can even stick a little flying saucer valve into it. That's the only thing that the most common issue we've had is the valves breaking.
Sometimes they just float a little bit,
Well, floating's fine, but separating is not. No, but we would love to be able to develop an engine someday.
Yeah.
But the talking about manufacturing being capital intensive.
Yeah. Especially American manufacturing, right? If we
if we made an engine, we would make it here in the States.
If we want to do it right, like it's definitely going to be an American-made engine.
But you're talking a lot of money,
right?
And a lot of time. You have to test it.
Just give to the WeFunder, and then maybe
that's not $1 million is not making an engine.
20 years down the line, we can make our own engine.
Okay, more questions.
Yes,
and then we'll sign off.
8:01, but I think we can do a couple more. We've been streaming for a long time, Richard. A
commodity versus craftsmanship stream topic from Haybert, Minnesota. Thumper 750. I don't know if we get up to 750. One of the biggest thumpers ever made was the DR 750.
Mm-hmm.
They called it the Dr. Big. And can you imagine a single cylinder 750? You're talking about a piston. It's like that big.
Arlsberg says it's got to be a twin.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a twin. If you go over 650, as KLR is already like pushing the limits of.
It's 650.
It's a big piston.
Right.
And your car doesn't have a piston that big.
Right.
Or it could.
But still, to work efficiently and within specific
and not vibrate
parameters,
a lot.
Right.
So you're probably looking at a twin. When you get up to 750, certainly.
Would Janus ever make a twin?
V-twin?
Because
we'd make a V-twin.
Because carburetor Confed Yank says, Janus won't make twins. LOL.
I think there's an amazing tradition in the United States of a V-twin. Indian, Harley Davidson. Now, if you go back to the right eras, they were inline fours.
Mm.
There were all kinds of interesting engines, our heritage. But the V-twin Crocker, another great American brand.
V-twin Crocker.
You've seen Crockers, right?
I feel like you've shown.
Yeah. Well, anyway, V-twins in America go hand in hand, and I think it would be an honor to continue that tradition.
Yeah, it would be really cool. That might not happen for another.
Yeah, we're not saying we're making a V-twin,
but the idea is cool. We'll go with one last question here. Matt Jack, see you later. Hey, thank you. Oh, he's probably already gone. Thank you so much for the crown.
Well, he's gonna watch it again.
Yes.
Thanks for the crown.
Thanks for the crown. Really appreciate it. It's growing on me.
No, the biggest production single was not a 690. It was a 750. The Dr. Big. I'm almost positive.
Dr. Big.
It was either 700 or 750.
Man,
not a KTM. Sorry, whoever that was. Who said that?
That was
carburetor. That was Confetti Yank.
No, it was Arlsberg.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Arlsberg. That's
Arlsberg.
A tough one. I was right. No builds of the week. They're running out of time. What do you mean? No builds of the week. Partial builds of the week? I saw Rev Free say something about partial builds of the week, but I'm not sure really what he meant. But Thumpers is a theme for Janus at this point. Yeah, but just because it's a theme.
But the reason it is simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
We like a single cylinder because there's one of it. You can have one carburetor. Now, it doesn't mean you can have one carburetor for two cylinders too.
Right.
But when you get to a different size, there are limitations. Doesn't mean we have to go with a parallel twin.
Right.
But I think that there are new challenges that you can get to.
Yeah.
And just because a single cylinder is really beautiful at 250 cc doesn't mean that you can take it up to there's the right engine for the right use case.
Right.
And if we did make a larger engine, we would be very careful to have a motorcycle that's very lightweight.
Yeah.
That's not overpowered.
Yeah.
That's accessible. I mean, that's the constant. It's not the fact that it's just a single cylinder.
Right. The constant.
Or that it's carbureted, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Early on, people would have said, "Oh, they only make carbureted bikes." Well,
we
make a
fuel injected bike. Josiah suggests opposing twins.
The people who make opposing twins, whether they're Italian at an angle or German and they go like this, they always have something funky to do. So I think we're gonna. Then you have to do shaft drive.
Maybe
too.
shaft drive and then like a dry clutch. I don't know. Just while we're at it, you know.
Yeah. No, we're gonna. I think the V twin is a beautiful concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all the time we've got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's Ramble stream. This was episode 106, but we'll see you next week for episode 107.
Topic to be announced.
Topic, we know it.
Do we?
Lurker's gonna lurk.
There you go. We're gonna be calling you out, folks.
I don't know what that means for you, but you better get ready to chat.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you guys next week.